careful, you idiot!
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Who made that man a gunner?
I did, sir. He's my cousin.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gunner's mate, first class, Philip Asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship, anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Yo Joe Jerk toy review. I'm your host, Ty Webb, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified, Scrap Iron, and the Anti-Armor Drone. So let's take a look at this brand new box. I am totally digging this brand new layout and design. It no longer features crappy, stupid artwork that doesn't tie together at all. We actually get photos of the toy and not a digital render. We get a nice little consistent portrait. And when I say consistent, I mean this artwork matches up. It isn't all clowny and weird. It doesn't look like this. This is ridiculous. This I would buy any day of the week if I saw it up on a peg. This I would question and go, am I getting an anime toy? So, A+ on the brand new boxes. I love them. Up here, we get a look at all the accessories that come with the figure. On the side of the package, we have something new. We have this big Cobra QR code that brings up the stats now. So we're going to get a little closer so you can see that they actually still put the little stats in there. It's very hard to see, even in real life, let alone on my camera. We get a new layout for the back of the box. We get the digital render with all the pieces and accessories here. We get little close-ups of the grenades on his chest. We get the drone firing missiles, and we get a close-up of the face. Down here, we get more of the stats again. So if you can't see the tiny little ones, you can't really read these either, but still very good. I really like this package design. On this side of the box, we get another portrait with his number, which is 74. On the top, we get the G.I. Joe Classified logo. On the bottom of the box, we get the plastic free, we get the legal schmutz, and we get the barcode. All right, let's get this bad boy open. Cut. Pop. All right, let's get this stuff out of here. First up, we get Scrap Iron and the Drone. We'll take a look at that in a second. And we get the brand new Foot Locker. Mine's scuffed a little bit, but who cares? This now looks more like a storage locker, but it's humongous and out of proportion. But other than that, I don't care. And holy cow, it's heavy. There's lots of crap in here. All right, let's take a look in this box. Oh, man. Oh, man, look at that. So much fun stuff going on there. All right, back to the Foot Locker. Let's get this thing open. So first up, we get a whole bunch of those good old fruit snack bags. So we got one, and we got two. All right, let's see what's in our fruit snack bag. This does feel like a bad hot dog in there. There's a nasty hot dog in here. I know it. I know it. Let's get it open. Oh, there's a little controller in there. And then, oh my goodness, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I dropped it all, but we'll look at it in a second. All right, egg roll bag number 2. Let's get this guy open too. There's all kinds of stuff in here as well. This looks like all the blast effects, and we're going to take a look at that next. All right, I'm going to take this guy out of his cardboard dungeon, and I'll be right back. All right, now we got everything out of the package. There's a whole lot going on with this set. Over here, we have parts of the drone. Over here, some of the explosions. And over here, there's parts of the rocket. Over here, we got 2 missiles that are, they're kind of wonky and bent up a little bit. At least on camera, they don't look as wonky. They're made out of bendy plastic, so they're still good. I like them. Nice little decals on there. That's about it. No paint or anything. Here we have the top of the drone, and when I was taking it out of the package, I kind of noticed that mine is all scratched up. So maybe this is one that they grabbed to do a quality test on, Because that ain't cool. That's like all scratched up and looks horribly used. And this is brand new. But on the side, we get the anti-tank detail. On the top, we get this little silver thing sticking out. Nice little painted detail there. There's a little bit of green and yellow in there. On the side, more details. On the back, the taillights look like a Nissan GTR. We get a little Cobra symbol, and behind it, we get a nice detailed meshing. And here's just a look at the top of the unit. Over here is the treads. Now, this is beefy. This thing weighs a lot. In the middle, there's like a little pivot joint so that you could kind of tap these together. Unfortunately, the treads do not roll. They're fixed. But they're made out of a separate plastic, so that at least they look nice. On the sides, we got these tank treads. Here's a look at the side. Here's a look from the top. Here's a look at the front. I like that. There's nice little red painted in there for its vents or lights. Up here, you got a ball joint for the top. So if we grab the top, you just line this up right here. And you just push them together and you'll feel it just lightly pop. And there's the drone together. So we'll just load them into the drone. They slide in no problem. This looks amazing. I like this. So you can bend it up like that. It's totally free roaming, so you can totally go 360 with it. Here we have the afterburn like missile effect. They're made out of a translucent plastic, and it just looks like they coated it with white paint, and the transition between the two looks really good. It looks really convincing. So you get a long one and you get a short one. Up at the tip here, this is where you can load the missile in. Back here, this plugs into the drone. You could just take the missile and plug it right in there. So now you have your missile on there, and it stays on there really well. It's not going anywhere. And then you can just plug it in right like that. And you launching a missile, dog. Missiles are launching. And here it is with both missiles loaded and launching. It looks really good. Everything's in there nice and tight. It definitely feels quality made. So it comes with these two flat ground ones. And again, it's the same deal. It's made out of translucent plastic, and then it's painted white, and they just do a speckle fade out. And it's super convincing. Like, here's the other ground explosion, and the paint's really good on them. And then we get two of these weird things. These just look like, you know, ground hits. Also in that translucent plastic. The quality is definitely back on these things. I'm very pleased. And here's just a quick look at the explosion spread out. So like I said, you are really getting your value out of this pack. All right, next up, we're going to take a look at Scrap Iron himself. And let's take a look at the head first. And I am really pleased with this, actually. I know it looks like a big old pink spot on his head to you, but with the proper lighting and being in the right room, this burn on the side of his head looks awesome. I really think this looks fucking dope. Getting in a little closer, you can see the amount of detail in that burn on his head, and it's awesome. You can almost see, like, right where the tip of my finger is where whatever happened to him. It looks like a bullet hole. And on the front of his face, the paint looks really good, and the lip color isn't out of control, and his dead eye has a lot of detail in it. The scars on his face just look amazing, and that gold eye is crazy. I love this. On this side of the face, they just nailed it. The photoreal paint on this is incredible. Over here on the side, we got some more scarring on his head. Up top, he's got his mohawk. Down at the feet, it looks like an all-new sculpt on the boots. Nice red detail on there. Up at the knees, these also look like new tooled knees. I don't think anybody has these knees yet. At the waist, he has a new harness belt. I like how they're keeping this old school and not overdoing it. He's got a little holster over here. The buckle has a nice little silver paint on there. Got some black paint over here. On the chest, he's got a couple of grenades in a pouch. The vest looks really good. It actually has a light red paint on it, which from far away you might not notice so much, but it really, really makes it stand out nice. On his shoulders, nice textured detail in there. The buttons, the buckles are painted that same silver as his belt. It looks like an all-new sculpt underneath as well. On the shoulder, he's got the Cobra symbol. Down at the gloves, I'm pretty sure that's off Stalker, but that's alright because I don't mind them remixing parts when they nail it like this. On the back, we get the same padding with the red paint on there. I got a little bit of a miss. If you look at the top of each part of the pad, you can see that the paint missed a hair. I don't care about that. Just happy to have the figure on this one. Buckles are also painted that gunmetal. On the back of the arms, he has this painted black shoulder pad that goes through all three pieces. I'm not going to go over articulation. I don't do that much anymore because it's very boring for both of us, and I'm just not going to put you through it to make my video longer. But I will always tell you if there's a problem with the figure, let it be the drop down hips, shitty joints. I will always tell you if a figure's trashed and we'll go over it. But this one, so far, I have not found one problem. Every joint moves good. The drop down hips are great. He's not loosey-goosey. He doesn't have a shitty paint job on his face or lipstick on. This feels like the G.I. Joe classifieds that I bought at the beginning. They were quality, they were painted good. I didn't have to worry about rubbery shit on them. This is back to quality, I hope. Alright, let's go over his accessories real quick. He comes with a controller for the drone. It has a little targeting window painted in there. It looks really good. This is hilarious. To me, this just looks like a Game Gear with antennas on it. But it's a fun little sculpt. The antennas do not move, but I don't care about that. It looks really good. The back of the controller has more detail than it ever needed. Next up, he comes with a brand new pistol for the line. I haven't seen this on any other figure. I couldn't tell you what kind of pistol it is, but it doesn't look like a Nerf gun, so I like it. And I'm pretty sure this looks like the pistol that came with the vintage one. I had this figure as a kid and I fucking loved it. Has the port in the muzzle for effects. Has nice little detail all over it. Alright, in the moment of truth, here's his helmet. And his helmet's got nice detail. It's cast in black plastic. We got his little Cobra symbol up here. I got nice paint on it, no misses. They put a nice glossy black paint across the visor. Makes it stand out really well, especially when lit. See how the light's catching the visor there? That looks awesome. On the side, they did a little bit of gray paint in the vent for his ear hole. The helmet is sculpted really nice. It's fun. It looks exactly like the original, and that's exactly how I like it. Let's try the accessories. I'm going to put the helmet on. And yeah, that looks fucking tight. Look how awesome that looks. This looks like the scrap iron figure I used to play with as a child. Just updated just enough. And I love when they do this. This is great. He looks so fucking awesome. You see a little bit of the burn hanging out. You see some scarring. And like I said, it doesn't have to be overly detailed or overly painted. It just looks great the way it is. Here he is with the drone controller. It fits in his hands pretty good. It keeps popping out of the other one, but I'm sure with some adjustment, I'll be fine. My only complaint is he really has nowhere to store this thing, where they make storage a priority on some figures and not others, but I don't care about it. It's not a big deal. Here he is with the pistol, fits in his hand perfectly. The pistol also fits into the holster, no problem. And let's do some size comparisons. Here I have him with Major Blood and Firefly. And I'm just feeling this classic lineup. Like, this is just so fucking awesome. Here we have him with the Dr. Mindbender and the Python Patrol Crimson Guard. And here we have him with Standard Outback and Tiger Force Dusty. So you can get a good idea of the size with the Joes. Here we have him with a Kit Bash Barbarian Arnold Schwarzenegger and that 3-pack Marvel Legends Venom. So at the end of the day, this set is amazing. The quality is way, way up. And it's just awesome to have an old classic, updated but not overly updated. And I have nothing bad to say. I only have good stuff to say about this figure, down to the packaging, the quality of the figure, the value versus price is all here. You got a ton of shit with this set. And that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.